Hi. Okay, I wanted to do like a little intro. I just spent like hours editing this video and I feel like I don't make a ton of sense in it. I don't really know what I'm talking about the whole time. I'm just kind of like talking. I think I just needed to get something out. So if you are watching this and you're like, what is this girl even, what is she talking about? Don't worry, I feel the same way. But I wanted to still get it out and get it uploaded because I have been wanting to do this. I mentioned this in the video. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and there's always going to be something that I don't like about a video, and I need to stop using that as an excuse to not upload it. So while I might not make the most sense and it kind of bothers me, I'm just going to post it and try to make more sense next time. But I just wanted to make a little intro and then also clarify, like, girl, I don't know either. But yeah, my name is McKenna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, clicking, and please stick around even through the nonsense because I promise it gets better. But yeah, enjoy and I'll see you later. Hi guys. I'm not the best at introductions, so I'm gonna just blaze through it. I wanted to like thoroughly introduce myself, but I didn't want to just do a video of me talking, and I haven't really gotten ready in a while, so I kind of wanted to do a get ready with me so that I could talk, but it not just be me like at you. So that's what we're doing today. I'm not going literally anywhere. It's snowing outside and everything is like I was gonna go to the gym, but the gym is closed, so not doing that. But I just haven't really gotten ready in a while, so I'm kind of just feeling like, why not? It really doesn't harm anybody and it makes me feel good. So we're gonna do a little slick back, do our makeup, and then do nothing with that. But while I do that, I wanted to introduce myself because I do plan on posting. I'm using, this is the best hair oil ever. Hopefully this doesn't strike the same controversy that the Meow one did. But this stuff, oh my god, literally makes your hair grow immediately. So I just put that where I'm like struggling, and it's like magic juice. I always, oh my god, my hair. I always do this when I do a slick back. I feel like, I don't know, it's just like a good base to have in there. My slick back is very like for hair health, not for like a slick back. Like I'm not big into using like a ton of gels and stuff. I do like hair mask and hair oils instead. It's all down on the floor, so if I'm looking down or like reaching down, that's what I'm grabbing for. But because my vanity covered in stuff right now. Anyways, so I guess I'll just like I'm in a freaking job interview. Tell me about yourself. I am a recent college graduate. I graduated from JMU in Harrisonburg, Virginia, I got my bachelor's in science in international business. So I studied abroad while I was in college. That was the most insane experience of my life, and I will 1000% be going back to, I mean, I went to Spain, but I'll be going back to Europe for sure. And so now, oh, guys, my hair's, what do I do with this? Okay, we're gonna set that aside for now because I have a feeling more is gonna fall out. I was just using the Moroccan hair oil. I love this stuff. But yeah, so I studied abroad in college, had the time of my life, but because I studied abroad, I graduated a semester early because I did my study abroad in the summer program. So I I just threw a huge glob of this on the ground.
I'm a mess.
I'm using this L'Oreal Elvive Total 5 Repair. Dude, it's like this, it's called Damage Erasing Balm. So good. So good. I have naturally pretty wavy hair. Sometimes it's curly. It's really heat damaged right now. And this stuff like pulls through, but it will make your hair greasy, so tread lightly. I genuinely just scraped that shit off the ground. Whatever. Anyways, so yes, I graduated a semester early because of my study abroad in the summer. And so all of my friends are still in school, and I am back in the hometown. And it is a very, I don't want to say depressing, because like I don't want to bring that, like I don't want to put that word into my reality, but like it is really depressing to be back in a city that, not even a city, it's like a small town that I grew up in, that I thought I had grown out of. I used to always say, like when I was in high school, I wanted to go to an out-of-state school. I didn't. But I used to always say like, no matter where I go, like I'm not coming back here. I've always just had like an itch to go. Sorry, I look insanely scary right now. And so coming back has been very strange feeling, because I'm like, I just feel too big for this place at this point, and I have such an itch to leave. But like, once you get to this stage of your life, you'll understand that that's just not really super realistic. I mean, it is for some people, but generally, like it's extremely hard to get out on your own. So I'm lucky enough to have a situation that I can come back to, and kind of like get my footing. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm back home from college now, and I'm all by myself as far as like my friends in my hometown. And I am looking for, I made the mistake of not looking for a job while I was in school, because I was employed at school, and I was like, it can't be that bad. Like, I'll find one when I graduate. Like, it always seemed so far away, and like not really a priority. And now that it came out of nowhere that I graduated. And so now that I'm here, I'm realizing that like, even if it was 3 months away, I should have started looking, because it takes that long to find. Obviously I can go get a restaurant job or like something that doesn't require a degree and be employed right now, but I worked those jobs all throughout my college career, and so I'm really trying to use my degree for what it's intended for right now. And so applying to corporate jobs takes a lot longer, and I didn't realize that. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. And like, people will tell you your whole life, and you'll be like, yeah, okay, whatever, like blah blah blah. And then the time comes, and now what? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm looking for a lot of different stuff. I'm kind of like very open to whatever life presents me, but I'm also just like I said, trying to use my degree. So with that, I am feeling very strange right now. Like, that's really the best way for me to describe it, because like, there's just not a ton going on in my life, and I went from a lifestyle that was so full and fulfilling and chaotic at college. I was working, it wasn't a full-time position, I was a bartender, but it was a very demanding job, bartending in a college town, and then also having a social life on top of that. Like, there was a lot going on all the time in my life, and I loved that. Like, that is what I thrive in. And so coming home and not having anything, not having any friends, not having any job, like nothing to keep me busy, I feel very stir crazy. And then I also feel very behind and like constantly anxious. God. It just never stops coming out. It's so scary. So yeah, I mean, I obviously do not anticipate and am not doing this, making videos for the sake of a career or like because I'm expecting an income from it, but like genuinely, I have consumed content and like had this like extreme love for all things social media since I was a little girl. Like when I was in high school, like I was watching Manny MUA, Jeffree Star, Laura Lee, James Charles, Tana Mojo. Like I was on my YouTube grind in high school and like always wanted to be a YouTuber. But back then a lot of YouTube content was very set based, and they would do like the makeup videos were based, you had like this big set and production and stuff like that, and then like the other kind of content was like David Dobrik style content that just required wealth and resources that I didn't have. So I always felt like I couldn't do it. And recently, as we all know, there's like been a major shift in content styles to a more like day-to-day lifestyle content, and you can literally film that. I'm filming on my iPhone. Like, you can do this stuff with little to no resources. And so I'm kind of at a point in my life where I'm like, this is something I've always wanted to do. I have never had more time on my hands, and I need some sort of creative outlet right now because I have like this like weird lack of identity because of this phase of my life. So I decided if there was ever a time to start, it's now. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Side note, this Merit foundation stick, I think it's foundation. If you have not gotten on this wave yet, dude, this is like the best product I've ever owned in my life. I will tell you, a little goes a long way. And maybe it's just because I'm like newer to cream products, but I feel like this can get very, why am I using this brush? What am I doing? This can get very cakey. Not cakey, but it looks like very thick on the skin. I feel like cakey is more like dry. So just be very mindful of your usage, but it is such a good product. It blends so easily, and like if you're using the appropriate amount, it literally looks like skin. Anyways, back to talking about me. I'm the star of this show. I feel like I'm like not having a ton of personality right now. Also, I don't like this. I want it to sit more down so that I can have a hunchback. Thank you. Anyways, something that I do, like the one outlet that I do have right now is going to the gym. I have recently, so okay, little backstory. In high school, I was an athlete. High school, middle school, I guess a little bit in elementary school. I played basketball for a little while. I have always been, as long as I was capable. Actually, what am I talking about? Definitely in elementary school, I was an athlete. I've always been in sports. And then when I started high school, I started on our lacrosse team, oh my God, as our goalie. But shortly into the season, I got a head injury, shocker, and I wasn't super in love with sports. I was always just kind of in them because my parents were athletes, my brother's super athletic, and like the area that I live in is very, I'm like punching my face, is very athletic based. We had a lot of athletes from our graduating class like get into school for sports. And so I always kind of felt like it was what I was supposed to do. And then when I got the head injury, my mom was kind of like, listen, you know, you have to make a decision. Do you want to be an athlete and like really dedicate yourself to this? Or do you want to be an academic? Like, do you want to focus on school? And school always came naturally to me. Sports did not. Like I said, I was in them because I felt like I was supposed to be in them. So I was like, no, get me out of sports. This is the freedom I've been waiting for. And so I kind of like used the head injury as a means of being like, this is why I'm parting with sports. Like, I gotta focus on school. And that's what I did. I quit sports. However, at the time I was a swimmer and a lacrosse goalie. So like constantly very in shape. Naturally, my physique is not a super athletic build. And so like I kind of have to work for a healthy body. Everyone else in my family can eat whatever they want, exercise whenever they want or however little they want, and don't have to think twice about it and look phenomenal all the time. It's something I've always been like very frustrated by, but it is what it is. And so I live in a household with people who, like I said, eat what they want, and athlete or not, they look fine. And so I quit sports, continued to consume what I wanted to consume, and gained a lot of weight. This happened, I quit sports my freshman year, like the end of my freshman year of high school. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I swear by this stuff. And so between my freshman through my sophomore year, I just like quickly gained a lot of weight. And then I hit a point in my life where I was like, just like unrecognizable. I just felt like I like didn't identify with myself at all, didn't feel like myself in my own skin. It was like a very frustrating feeling, especially as a high schooler. Like I'm still so young, like I should just be like out here living life. And here I am like having an identity crisis because of my body. And so I like hit this like reset button and completely changed my life. I went on like a full health and fitness journey. Milani Luminoso, this is the best blush in the world. I got into weightlifting and like going to the gym. This was before
the gym blew up on TikTok.
I feel like fitness has become very popular in the last couple of years. This was a very foreign concept when I was doing it. And so like I taught myself everything. I did my all kinds of research on my own, and like just really like made it my own experience because I was like, it's gotta change. Like I can't live like this anymore. And I ended up losing throughout my junior year of high school, I lost like 50 pounds. For a child, that's crazy. And I was in the best shape of my life. I was like so happy. It changes the way people treat you. That's a conversation most people aren't ready to have. But anyways, I was like living my best life, like had the time. I had it together too. Like I was on my grind, not just because like to lose 50 pounds isn't just a fitness journey. It is like a full, like, self-discovery. You like very much have to like break it down to the bone and identify the problem and change a lot. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to lose weight, I'm gonna start going to the gym. That's not all. Like, that's not what it is. In order to have that kind of transformation, it is like genuinely from the core a change. And so like, I really was like prime headspace, prime physical appearance. Like, it was the prime of my life so far. And I was very, oh, sorry, I'm using the NARS bronzer in the like original shade. I'm like so bad at multitasking. But yeah, I went through that whole transitional phase and like really got it together, and then went to college. And like I said, I went to JMU. It's a party school. Whether you want to admit that or not, it is. Like, that's all we do there. And I was out every night. I was at the dining hall. Even your freshman year of college, like, that's literally all you have to choose from. So I'm at the dining hall eating that nasty food, and going out, drinking like the punches at the frats that's like literally a gallon of Hawaiian fruit punch, like garbage for your body. And all of a sudden and this wasn't just between my freshman year. My freshman year, it started, and then it continued and spiraled all the way up until my senior year. Up until, I would say, probably the last 3 months is when I started to be like, what's going on? But yeah, I kind of spent like 4 years of my life, because once you spend so much energy to change your appearance and then undo that, you kind of get in this mindset of like, I'm never gonna do it again. If it was that easy to undo, because it feels like when you're losing all that weight and when you're transforming yourself and when you're really prioritizing yourself, it feels like that process takes years, like decades. And then to gain it all back feels like it happens in the blink of an eye. Sorry, I'm using this Naked 3 mini palette. And so you get in this headspace of like, dude, if it took all of that work, it's so hard to go through the process of losing weight, to gain it back in what felt like minutes. It happened over the course of 3.5 years, babe. That was not minutes. Then why would I ever try again? You know? And so like, for the longest time, that was the mindset that I lived in all throughout college. And I very much had the mindset of like, I'm never gonna get this opportunity back. I'm never gonna be in college again. I'm never gonna be like with these people again, in this environment again. Like, I want to just enjoy it. And that's what I did. There's definitely a means of balance that can happen. I didn't prioritize that. I was very, very much solely interested in enjoying every moment, because that was easy. Like, that was the easiest means of going about it. And so I just continued to progress down this road of like unhealthy habits. And now here we are. I would say probably about, so it's currently February. I would say probably like October, November-ish of last year, I had a moment of like, it's not going to get worse than this. Like, this is it. I'm not allowing this to go any further. And then after that, I kind of started to, it's hard. It's slow in the beginning. It is a slow process. Like, it is, every day is a steep uphill battle of trying to right your wrongs and like get healthy again. And so for those couple of months while I was like also still trying to soak up the last couple of weekends of my semester or like my college career, I was kind of trickling back into this phase of let's get healthy again. And then now that I am post-grad and I have nothing else to focus on, I am like setting this foundation of this is a true lifestyle change. You will never go back to that behavior. What we once knew will become reality again. And it will become so much of a reality that it will never be able to be undone. Like we will never, I feel like you only go through, or at least for me personally, like I'm only allowing myself to go through that, like gaining all that weight back once in my life, because I have, like I went through the process initially and then knew how hard it was to lose all that weight, got caught up in a different lifestyle, gained it back, and now I'm in a position of like, I worked so hard at that point in my life just to let it all go, and now I have to do it again. You'll never catch me doing this a third time. Like once I get to where I want to be, I will stay in that place. Like I will never let myself undo that hard work. And that goes for everything, not just like health and fitness. Like at this point in my life, I'm in a position of like, if I put effort into something, that effort is going to be permanent, because if not, it is a waste. And I know how frustrating it is to feel like I wasted effort. I'm not gonna let myself feel that way again. Hold on, I need to do my eyeliner and focus so that I can move on, but I can't do that while I'm talking, so 1 second. Okay, I feel like that just made me look bad. Hold on, once the mascara's on, it'll look good. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm kind of in a phase of my life where I'm like, in high school, here's the thing, in high school, I feel like I went through that transition and like made those changes because I wanted to be skinny and pretty, as any high schooler does. And I feel like now, trigger warning, this is probably gross. I feel like now I'm at a point in my life as an adult where I'm like, it's not about that. Like that's definitely a plus and like something that is like fun, but that's not the focus. It's very much like, I want to live to be 90 and I want to still be able to like get on a plane and go see the world, you know? Like I want to be healthy. I want longevity. I want my life to be like full, and like that really will not happen if I don't take care of this body. So I feel like the intentions are a lot more like mentally healthy too. And so I'm feeling really good. Like I said, I've been very, like I haven't really had a ton to do other than go to the gym. So I've been very like active in the gym, and I've been seeing a lot of progress, which is good. Because I mean, like, progress is what motivates you to keep going. But if you've been a part of the fitness conversation lately, a lot of people, you've definitely heard people say like, it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. And I am a firm believer in that. Like, I don't go to the gym every day. I don't go to the gym based on when I have motivation. I go to the gym because that's part of the plan. Or the whole like, a lot of people have been saying like, don't stick to your mood, stick to your plan, or whatever it is. Like that's very much like the mindset that I've been having lately, is like, it's not about because I feel like it. It's about, this is what my body needs to feel healthy. Don't get me wrong, like listen to your body. If you're sore, or if you're sick, or if you're super, super tired, like take a rest day. But if I'm just feeling lazy, no, girl, no, because lazy spirals into more lazy, and then next thing you know, you're back to square one. So anyways, also this is the mascara I use. It's the best mascara in the world. Get it. But anyways, I feel like I'm going on like a very confusing tangent, but my point is, to expect, if you do stick around, that a lot of like the content will be based on getting myself together and like creating a lifestyle that is something that I can do for the rest of my life, but also is constantly improving me and making me feel better as a person. And yeah, so lots of like lifestyle content, lots of like health and fitness content, mental health content, but also like post-grad content, like job searching, stuff like that is to be expected. I promise I usually have more of a personality. I feel like sitting here, why is it not making the clicking noise? Hello? Is it broken? Dang, that sucks because it's still very full. I feel like sitting here and even though I'm doing a get ready with me, like sitting here talking to the camera, I just feel kind of like boring, but I'm not usually. I also feel like I look like an egg right now. I need some earrings or something. Hold on, let me get them. Guys, I haven't gotten ready in so long that I just had to re-pierce my earring hole. Like, that's how long it's been since I put an earring in. That's crazy. Because my ears, I've had my ears pierced for like freaking 10 years at this point. Anyways, moral of the story is at the end of the day, if no one watches this, that's okay. I just need a space to be creative and like something to add to my day, because I'm in a very lonely place in my life, and I'm not mad about it because I definitely need the quiet time and like the ability to kind of like rediscover myself, but I also just want some sort of outlet, so that is what this is. And so like I said, at the end of the day, if no one watches it, it's still enjoyable for me, and that's what it's about, and that's what it should be about. But if you do happen to watch this video or any of my videos, I love you and I am forever grateful for you, and expect very fun things, because I promise I am a fun and exciting person when I'm actually like out and about. So yes, we are going to continue to grow and have fun with this, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one.